First Baptist does not feel like an overwhelmingly big church to me. It is a big structure. It's grown over time. There's a lot of things that happen in this church. Not only is it's a church, it's also a school. I sometimes feel that buildings can feel larger to us when we feel somewhat small to ourselves, meaning that things can be overwhelming, sometimes more based on your perception, more so than reality. And I've ebbed and flowed, I've grown, made mistakes, gone and come back and done my thing, but First Baptist is always here. And I do know that it is a large place. It's a large family of loving people. And that's not a bad thing. It is a large building, but it has a very small church feel to me. It is definitely home.
The unique thing about being here at First Baptist, and what I would share with anyone, whether it's a new member or a prospective member, I would share that you should look at the church beyond the Sunday morning worship. For instance, Sunday school. Participate in the Sunday school or get involved in that, or even if you're still in the looking stage, look at what we do from a Sunday school perspective. Look at what we do from a Bible study perspective. Look at what we do in terms of the other ministry opportunities that go on throughout the week here is what I would share with anyone, because then when you are involved, you're not concerned about what the size of the total congregation is or what you see on Sunday morning. You really experience the real church in those small group settings.
You have to have an idea of how you're going to approach a big church. Sure, it's a large church, but what are you going to do? How are you going to get connected in this large church? And that means that you have to do something. You have to go out and you have to get involved. You have to pray and ask God where He wants you to serve. And you have to get connected in some small groups or ministries in the church. You just can't come and say, oh, it's just a big church, I don't know anyone. How you get to know people and get connected and feel a part of the church is when you get involved, when you seek a place of service in the ministry that God is leading you to serve in.
We found that sometimes one could perceive that this is a big church, and we've been in bigger churches. However, when you take your talents and you look for various organizations within a church, and especially First Baptist, you'll find that the size of the church then is narrowed to the organizations that you participate in. Because I participate with several of the various choirs, with the Brotherhood organization, you tend to narrow the scope of the numbers of individuals you know. And over a period of time, you'll find that what may be perceived as a larger church is indeed a small village where you know a lot of the individuals.